right-hand girl today at the Crooked Sky Farms farm stand at the Gilbert Farmers Market, and she's going to give us a little run through of the produce available today at the farm stand, and also some of her background in this area of organic agriculture. So you were saying you're an ASU student?
Yeah, I'm at ASU and I'm in the Sustainable Horticulture program. So I really love plants, and I come from my background. My first few jobs were in agriculture, so it's really dear to my heart. And so working for Frank and working at Crooked Sky is just an amazing opportunity. I get to talk to people, and Frank grows a lot of different vegetables that you wouldn't necessarily see in the grocery store. So it's good for me because I get to learn them, and I like sharing that with people.
So you don't mind getting your hands dirty?
No, I think that's really fulfilling and makes you feel like you accomplished something.
You like to connect with the earth?
Yes. It's really important to know where our food comes from, and it just makes us appreciate it more when we see the people behind our agriculture and our produce. So every week we'll have 3 varieties of onions and then 4 varieties of potatoes. The purple potato is a favorite just because it's different and it's exciting, and it has this really beautiful purple color on the inside, and it also has a lot of nutrients that other potatoes might not have because purples are really high in antioxidants.
Oh.
I think it's almost a little bit sweeter than like a yellow or a red potato, but pretty similar. And then we grow a lot of greens. So right now is the start of our green season. Not a lot in the field is big enough to be put into bunches right now, so we have a lot in our salad mix station. But right now we have Hansai Thai, which is an Asian green, and it's just a really delicate salad green. And then we also have Amaranth, which is, yeah, it'll stay a smaller bunch like this and smaller leaves, but it's really good for you. It tastes similar to spinach.
Okay.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a more mustardy spinach taste, I would say. Amaranth grows in a lot of different ways. They'll use it for floral bouquets, and it has that long grain-like structure. They'll use it for the grain. When you're growing it for the leaf, it'll stay pretty small. And then some of these you can see the start of the grain head right there. And if you take advantage of the greens, they're a little bit easier to grow and
Better for you?
yep, and better for you. They're good.
They won't make you as bloated.
And then it's getting towards the end of our eggplant season. These ones are called Casper.
Casper?
Mm-hmm. Like the ghost. I think Frank chose these just because they're different, and like you said, you won't see them in the grocery store. And they're just a pretty contrast with the purple. And then we have the more round and the elongated varieties. So just giving people, I mean, they taste the same, but just more options, and it looks pretty.
These are radishes or?
Turnips and radishes. Radishes are going to be a little bit spicier. So there's different varieties of spice in a radish. Right now these ones are Easter egg, and I think those are probably one of the most mild radishes.
Oh, okay.
So they're definitely good for people that aren't sure about radishes. So there's hawker eye radishes, and those are going to be, or hawker eye turnips, and those look similar to a radish. Those are going to be white. Turnips will usually have a little bit different shape.
Are they usually bigger?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, you can grow a radish pretty big. The difference is turnips will be better when they're a little bit bigger, whereas radishes will get more woody the bigger they get. So you kind of want smaller radishes.
Okay, great. What do we have over here?
These are the hawker eye. Turnips you use more for cooking, and radishes you use more for like dicing in a salad, especially the more mild varieties.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then what do we have here?
We have dill and green onions, so we're starting to be able to grow a little bit bigger herbs. So this is our first week for parsley, and then we'll start to get
You can make
more
parsley with parsley.
Definitely. And then we also have our squashes, so that's really big right now. This is spaghetti, and then this is butternut.
Great. And I take it this is all non-GMO.
Yes. Yeah, it's really hard to get GMO produce at the scale Frank is at. It's usually reserved more for when you're growing like thousands of acres of corn or something like that. And everything is certified, naturally grown, organically grown. So.
And what is this? This is interesting.
This is sorghum. So this is
A wheat? Is that wheat?
yeah, it's right now you wouldn't really eat it. You would use it more for decoration or bird seed, but it's just kind of pretty. Yeah, definitely. Floral arrangements.
Great. And the garlic I see.
Yep, this is
garlic. And they're a little bit purpley.
Yeah, so this is just a type of garlic. This is the Purple Majesty. So
Majesty.
just a different variety. Tastes very similar to regular garlic.
It shows better.
Yep, it's white on the inside, but it's just pretty on the outside.
Transition over
Yeah,
here.
definitely.
So we got some salad greens.
Yeah, so we grow, at some point we'll probably have 25-ish different kinds of salad greens. So we like to, when we can, have a huge variety. So we try to grow a lot of different things, and Frank likes different Asian greens and different spicy levels. So Mizuna has a little bit of kick in it, some mustard. This one is called trout lettuce, and it's called trout because it kind of looks like the back of a trout's back. And this one is one of my favorites. I think it's just really pretty and it's delicate. It'll have a taste like a butter lettuce. It's just fancy. This is just like a purple lettuce, a purple frill lettuce. And then just regular green lettuce, and we have collards and spring mix. So right now our collards and our kale are a little bit too small to put in bunches, but we'll start to have bunches of those soon. So Tokyo Bakana is something a little bit different that you usually wouldn't find in the grocery store. It has a little bit of a maybe sweeter taste.
Nice.
Yeah. And a lot of times people are scared of buying like a whole bag of something at the grocery store. So it's nice because they can come and they can just pick a little bit. So then if they really like it, the next time they can get a bigger bag.
And they can mix it.
Yeah, definitely.
And what do we have here?
Romaine and arugula,
And bok choy.
bok choy, and then a braising mix, and then kale.
And more bok choy. And Toscano. So several varieties. Looks like different varieties. Yeah.
Yeah, and then spinach.
And you even still have pumpkins.
Yes.
Great.
So not sure if anybody is still interested in pumpkins.
Are these
But yeah.
decorative or maybe?
Yeah, they're all decorative.
Okay.
Then we have okra.
Okra.
Yeah, and we have two varieties. So we have the purple and green, and usually at the grocery store, I don't think they have the purple. It tends to produce a little bit smaller of okra, but some people look for that.
Yeah.
Different recipes call for different things. So,
Pretty.
yeah. And then poblanos.
Cool.
And
Tomatillos.
tomatillos are getting to the end of their time, so.
Oh, you can make salsa or something with these. Awesome. And then you eat. Oh wow. These are apples.
Yeah, apples. So we had
That time of year.
we had Fuji earlier in the season, and then we have Honeycrisp. So we'll continue to have these for a while.
And look at these chilies.
These ones aren't super dry yet, but when they are dry, you can just like crumble them into soups, use them as seasoning. You can rehydrate them as well, just depending on what you're using them
Are they
for.
pretty hot?
These ones are going to be medium.
Medium.
But they're,
It's all relative.
yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a good way to continue the chilies later on into the season because this is our first week without having roasted chilies in the
Okay.
market.
And then what do we have here?
This is our first week for navel oranges. Yeah, so a very sweet orange, and we'll continue to have more citrus. We'll have grapefruit and lemons probably next week. So.
Awesome. And then we have even beans.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yeah, we have dried beans, and those last us pretty much throughout the season.
Thanks for coming out today, too.
These are, we have black beans. Yeah, just regular pinto. These ones are Mayakoba beans, or Purano, and these are really creamy based
Yeah.
beans, so they're good
They
for
look
soups.
nice and buttery.
And then these are black eyed peas.
And you guys grow all this stuff.
Yep.
Well, thank you for that amazing tour. And you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you.